Hi viewers, welcome back to my channel. If you haven't subscribed, please kindly hit on the subscribe button. Today we're talking about the movie Jagun, The Warrior, a 2023 Nigeria epic drama directed by Tokpe Adebayo and Adebayo Tijani. This movie was produced by no other than the great Femi Adebayo himself. Very creative mind, I must say. This movie features the following great actors. There's Femi Adebayo Salami, Lateef Adedimeji, Bukumi Oluwashina, Fatai Balogun, Yinka Quadri, Ashat Lawa, Muyiwa Ademola, Odunlade Adekola, Adebayo Salami. This movie is a top-notch Nigerian movie, like from the costume to the makeup down to the storyline, like the finish work. I was literally drooling. This film tells the story of Adedimeji, who played the role of Botija. Botija was a young man who was determined to avenge the death of his father. Botija joins an elite army to train to become a warrior in the Ogundiji School of Warriors. This was because the warlock Ogundiji was a bloodthirsty king, feared by many far and wide, and it was said that he had the most trained and brutal warriors in the land. Botija quickly proved himself to be a skilled warrior by saving the life of Ogundiji's wife and performing extremely well in a festival that took place in the kingdom. He became popular among his peers and respected by many, and this was because of the extraordinary skill he possessed. And as a result of this, he soon became a threat to Ogundiji. Ogundiji became increasingly paranoid and ruthless and was determined to eliminate Botija. However, Botija falls in love with Ogujimi's daughter, Kitan. Kitan was drawn to Botija's courage and determination. As time passed, Ogundiji could no longer stand the side of Botija. He was desperate to get rid of him, so he decided to promote him by giving him 3 tests. The first test was to have a fight to death with Bogumi, and Bogumi was a man Botija respected so much and saw as a father figure. Botija had no choice but to kill him in the fight because it was a case of kill or be killed. The second test that was given to Botija was to be kept in a coffin for 7 whole days without food nor water. Who does that? That's the height of wickedness. That's just it. That crowns it all. After a couple of days in the coffin, Ogundiji realized he couldn't break Botija nor kill him. Ogundiji had to go extra mile by dumping this sealed coffin in a river for Botija to die. Surprisingly, Botija still came out alive. And the final test that was given to Botija was for him to go to a village known as Inu Alade village with just 3 young warriors to go and eliminate everyone in the village. And Ogundiji knew fully well that this village, on that day, they were having a ceremony, a special ceremony, and this ceremony was known as the Aje festival, which meant the festival of wealth. And he chose that day for a massacre to be carried out in the village. This didn't go down well with Botija, but he had no choice but to obey. The massacre was carried out, and the 3 other warriors that accompanied Botija died in the process. At the end, Botija was the last man standing. On his way back, Ogundiji had to unleash Agemu. What was Agemu? Agemu was a demon masked assassin, and he unleashed him to kill Botija. But unfortunately for Ogundiji, Botija somehow defeated this assassin and then unmasked the assassin when he realized that the Agemo he had killed was no other than his love. But it was too late to save her because she was already at the verge of death. Botija took Kitan's corpse home and had a fallout with Ogundiji, which resulted into a bloodbath. At the end, I would say this movie culminates in a battle between Botija and Ogunjimi. Botija ultimately defeats Ogunjimi and avenged the death of his father because along the line he got to realize that Ogunjimi was the one responsible for the massacre in his village and the death of his father a couple of years ago. Jagun is a visually stunning film with a really impressive action sequences. This movie also features strong performances from the cast. This movie is a must-watch for fans of Nigerian cinema and historical dramas. This movie is sure to entertain and enlighten viewers. It's a movie that stays with you for a long time after you have seen it.